Good morning and welcome to Algebra for Wednesday, April 15th. Today I'm just going to remind you what we were doing, which was to graph a system of linear inequalities and shade for the overlap. So on the board right now I have a simple system. We have y is less than negative a half x plus 3, and then I have x is greater than or equal to negative 2. When it starts with an x, it's a vertical line. So the first line, I start at positive 3 for my y-intercept, and then I'm going to have a slope of negative 1/2, go down 1 to the right 2. And if you do it again, it's no problem. It says less than, which means it's not a solid line, it's just a dotted line. Okay, I'm going to put my stick figure guy on it, which helps guide me as to where it's shading. It says less than, so it's going to shade under his feet. The system, of course, is made up of two lines, so I also need to graph the other line, which is the vertical line x is greater than or equal to negative 2. Well, that's over here. I'm sorry, greater than or equal to, so it's a solid line. And it says greater than or equal to, so it's to the right. So the overlapping region here, that's where all the solutions are. If you want to check a simple coordinate, I think the easiest one to check would be the origin, because it's in the shaded area. 0, 0 is very easy to check. So I'm going to check with 0, 0. In the first line, that would mean that 0 is less than negative 1/2 times 0 plus 3, which means 0 is less than 3, which, of course, it is. The second line, the vertical one, is real easy to check because there's only one variable in it. The x value has to be 0. Is 0 greater than or equal to negative 2? Yeah, it is. 0 is greater than every negative number. It worked. So that's one example of how we can check and solve a system of linear inequalities. I'm going to give you one more example before I set you to work on your quiz prep worksheet. Obviously, what follows a quiz prep worksheet is a quiz, which will be posted for you on Friday, and I'd like you to have it done by the end of Friday, let's say midnight. So one more example here. We'll say y is less than 3 and y is greater than 2x minus 1. All right, well, I need a coordinate grid. I don't have to go too far out for each one because the numbers I used are nice and small. My first line says y is less than 3. When there's a y but no x, we already know, hopefully, that's a horizontal line. It goes through 3. And it's a dotted horizontal line because it says less than, not, or equal to. So here's my stick figure guy. It says less than, so it's shading under him. My other line has a y-intercept of negative 1, so right over there. Listen to the song that my dryer makes. And we continue. The slope is positive 2, so I go up 2 over 1. And again, it's greater than, it's not or equals, so it's dashed. So I'll make a dotted line. It's a very steep line, so I'm going to put this stick figure guy down there, climbing up. It says greater than, so I'm shading above him. And what's the area where they overlap? Well, it's this zone in here. That's where we have our shaded overlap. I want to choose a coordinate within the overlapping shading. I don't know if the origin is really in it or not, so I'm not going to choose the origin. I'm going to choose another easy coordinate. How about negative 2, 0? I'm going to check with negative 2, 0. There's lots of coordinates I could have chosen. There's an infinite number of coordinates you could choose. I'm choosing one that makes it easy for me. So in the first line, there's only a y, there's no x. The y value is 0 here. Is 0 less than 3? Well, it already works out. 0 is less than 3. And this one is 0 greater than 2 times negative 2 minus 1. 2 times negative 2 is negative 4 minus 1, and that means 0 is greater than negative 5, and it is. Again, 0 is greater than every negative number. Okay. Well, those are the two examples I wanted to give you for today. Attached to the Google Classroom announcement is the quiz prep worksheet for this quiz, which will be given to you on Friday. Please download the quiz prep worksheet or just do it on separate paper and send me a picture. I want to have you submit that to me probably, let's say, again, end of the day, so midnight tonight, because tomorrow I'm going to post the solutions. That's it. Please get that done now. Have a great day.